Hello everyone, I'm here today to announce a little bit of a project that I'm planning for October. So, if you don't know, Kieran is doing this TV art tackle project thing since the beginning of the year, and every month they have a prompt and that brings them to read the book. And I haven't done that because I was busy at the beginning of the year and I thought I cannot do everything, so I'm not gonna do that. But now I have more time and I have FOMO as well. So I have chosen a set of books, 12 books, there's 12 prompts, and I'm going to attempt to catch up with all the prompts in 1 month. Now I thought about doing this at the end of the year so I could do all of the prompts at once, but I'm starting a new job in November, so that's not gonna give me a lot of time to do that. So I thought before I start the job I have extra holidays and stuff, and that sounds like the perfect time to catch up. So there will be 10 prompts. The 10th prompt will be released at the beginning of October, and I'm going to do the 10 prompts from the beginning until now in October. And I have chosen my books already, but I haven't chosen the way in which I'm going to document this. So there are several possibilities. I could release a video every time I do a prompt. I could do like a weekly vlog wrap-up thing, or I could just do a huge video that is probably an hour long or even more, with everything TV article related. I don't know what you prefer, so let me know what you want me to do. But yeah, I'm going to show you my stack because I'm excited about all of these books, and honestly I probably would have read them anyway without this project, but now it's more fun. So yeah, and I know that some of the prompts make you sometimes change books in your stack, but still, I'm excited for the books I have in the stack and the books that are not in the stack. So hopefully I will read a lot of them anyway. So I have 3 physical books and a bunch of ebooks. I hope that works. I think that sometimes there are prompts about looking for pages and stuff, so I hope this works because I don't have enough physical books in my TBR to choose 12 of them. But yeah, so the first book that I have in the physical stack is the Granta book of the African short story, edited by Alon Havila, and this I borrowed from Lorraine, from Reading with Lorraine, and it has been a while, so I should read it and return it to her. So yeah, that's exciting. The next one that I have in my physical stack is another one that I'm borrowing from a friend, and that's 10 Steps to Nanette by Hannah Gadsby. This is a non-fiction memoir kind of thing, and Hannah Gadsby is a very funny comedian. If you haven't seen her specials in Netflix, I will highly recommend. She's really funny, and this book is supposed to be really funny as well. So yeah, I actually bought this for my friend for her birthday, and then she read it and sent it to me like, you need to read it as well, and we have to talk about it. So I'm going to read this in October, hopefully, if the TV article doesn't mess up with that. And the last physical book that I have is Wealth Totem by Jiang Rong, which actually was sent to me by Kieran because I won a giveaway in his Discord. So yes, this is a chunker. This is like 600 pages, 526. So yeah, it's a bit scary, but at the same time I'm excited for it. It sounds really good. It's about Mongols and in Beijing or something like that. Yes, very excited. Then in the ebook category of things for this project, I have Strange Beasts of China by Zhang Ge, which is I think a sci-fi book. It's also from China. Then I also have Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Gamus, and this is supposed to be about, I think, the 50s or the 60s, and this woman that gives cooking shows, but within the cooking show she spreads knowledge about science and stuff and empowers women to learn more about other things and, you know, cooking and cleaning. So that sounds right up my alley. Then the next one I have in my list is Trespasses by Louis Kennedy, which is about the Troubles in Ireland. And that is a topic I have read a few books about, and I am interested in it. So yeah, this one has had a really good review, so I'm excited for it. Then the next one I have in the list is Generosity by Richard Powers. I don't know much about what this is about, but Richard Powers is one of my favorite authors, I think, at this point. I have read 2 of his books and I love both of them, so I just want to read more from him, and this one sounds... Then the next one I have is Hotel Silence by Audur Ava Olavsdottir, and this one is about a man that is kind of... his life is falling apart, so he moves to a war-torn country, and lives in a hotel. And it's supposed to be funny, it's supposed to be dark as well. I have heard really good things about it, and I have read one other book from this author and I think I liked it a long time ago, so I want to try more from her. Then the next one I have is Everyone Knows Your Mother is a Witch by Rivka Galchen, which, to be honest, I'm not sure what it is about, but the title was too good to not read it, and it's short, so yes, I'm excited for that one. The next one is Periodic Tales by Hugh Aldersey Williams, and this is a non-fiction about the elements in the periodic table, and I like geeky things like that. I have one book that is probably one of my most prized possessions of Oswald, which was a really famous chemist, and it's a book about the elements before the periodic table was invented, and it's just so funny to read because with the knowledge that we have now, looking back at how they were trying to figure that out, it's just really impressive, but also really naive in some way. So yeah, I like stuff like that, and this one sounds like it's gonna be in that area of things, so I'm excited for it. And then the next one, the next 2 are 2 that have been in my TBR for probably the longest, and I just want to read them. The first one is The Unseen World by Liz Moore, which did the rounds in BookTube a while ago, and it's about a girl whose father is sort of like a coder or a mathematician or something, and he dies, and then she tries to figure something out, something like that. It sounds like fast-paced and with elements that I like, so it's probably not a super deep book, but it's one that you just enjoy, and it's always good to have one of those in a month, so that's why this one is in the list. And the last one is Cantoras by Carolina de Robertis, which is supposed to be set in Uruguay in the 1970s. There's a dictatorship, one of the protagonists is homosexual, I think, and how that develops. Basically, that's as far as I know from that book. So yeah, those are the 12 books that I'm planning to read in my TBR tackle. Let me know if I'm crazy, if you think these are good books, if you want me to document this in a specific way, and if maybe you're gonna join me if you didn't join TBR tackle before. But yeah, a little bit excited, a little bit scared. We'll see how this goes. Bye!